Hello and welcome to the Forum Thread Podcast, episode 175. I am your magnificent, fantastic, spectacular host, Zap45 or Zach, and tonight I have some equally lovely and fantastic people, Chaos Mana, and Wave.
It's me, Wave.
Dio.
It's me, it's Dio.
Okay, so...
You thought it was Wave on the cast, but it was... Okay.
I like how we immediately said we're not going to talk about JoJo, and then immediately
yeah.
JoJo.
I was like, guys, we're all way too into JoJo. We're just going to start this hyper loop of just talking about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure for the next
Well,
few hours.
we can do a specific cast on it if we need to, but Wave, you said you had the story.
Yeah, I told a joke that I have discovered that I have a stand, and that here's what happened. I told you a while ago that I found a firearm at work. Relatively rare. There are people that have been there for 12 years and have never found a single firearm while on an x-ray. And we get about 38 nationwide a week on average.
Nationwide, okay.
3 days ago, I found my second one. That is, the second one within 2 weeks is statistically improbable. So the only conclusion I've come to is that I have a stand that's power is to attract firearms to me.
Nani?
I think I'm gonna name it Shoot to Thrill. And I'm like,
Shoot to Thrill.
Yeah, after the AC/DC song, I'm like, yeah, it's perfect.
That is perfect.
It's not a useful
AC/DC.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you could constantly, it just juggles firearms. You'll never run out of firearms.
Well, see, as it gets stronger, I'm just gonna open my fridge and I'm like, oh, there's an AK-47. That's inconvenient.
Wait, does that mean just random objects around you turn into guns?
I think it's gonna be like Harvest, and that it just collects guns from around me.
Spoilers, by the way, for the anime.
No, I just mentioned that there's a stand that's named Harvest. I didn't mention any spoilers. Like the big spoiler that I could mention.
No, don't.
Are you sure?
Exactly.
So good.
Killer Queen has already touched the spoiler button. Anyway, no more JoJo.
That was good.
Yeah, found my second firearm.
JoJo.
I wish they used to have bonuses if you found a firearm of like $400 to $500. So now that I'm like, I found two, that's bullshit. I could have made like $1,000 in bonuses.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought. Wait, when did they just stop doing that?
Like a year or so ago, yeah, because they started finding so many.
Yeah.
It's like now it's not even important. Oh man, that sucks. A year ago, if you that's $1,000 in bonuses.
I'm at least comforted by the knowledge I found guns.
Yeah,
when
that's good. You're doing
when
your
there are
job,
people
man.
that have been there for 12 years and haven't found a single firearm.
That seems so statistically strange,
It is.
especially in America.
It sounds like they're not doing their job.
I mean, who knows?
Yeah, I guess you can't speak for everybody because you're
See, Wubs. Instead, your coworkers could be just part of the Drebin movement, and they didn't find any firearm.
Yeah, you could just. That's true. You could just collect a shit ton of firearms and then sell them at a gun show and make a fuck ton of money.
That's what I'll use with my stand.
I'm sure there's someone.
Just collect.
Yeah, you could be a gun runner.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That'd be cool. Take me with you, man. Let's do it.
Join the agency.
So what actually happened when you found it? Was it like a big problem or just like a no? You can't do this.
It is a bigger problem than say finding a knife. And I'm not sure if I mentioned it before, and I don't think it's considered secret information, but the machines, they will occasionally put fake images up on the thing to make sure that you're paying attention. So it'll like roll an image of a fake gun by, and you go, oh, and you push a button, and it's like, yep, good job, you caught it.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a little mini.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you don't catch it,
it'll be like,
yo,
yo, retard, look what you just did. You just killed people, dummy.
You just done fucked up. You just done fucked up.
Yeah, that's an interesting when you're like, oh, fake image, and you push it, and it's like, we did not project an image, and you're like, what? Wait, am I on the right bag? And then you like look at that, and then look down, and then look at that.
Oh, you have a button that is like, I think this is a fake.
Yeah, there's a specific button that's like a fake button. And so you're like,
it's like it's a big red sphere button in the center, and you just go ka-chink.
That's interesting when it's like, nope, there's no fake image here. We didn't do anything. And then you like look at it and you're like,
yeah, don't.
Am I on the right bag? And then you're like, oh no.
Yeah.
Take out your invisible glasses, clean them a bit.
Oh god.
Yeah. Reginald from chat, aka Kamal, makes a good point. Hashtag don't kill people. Makes
people
yeah,
die
you
when
do
they're
that.
killed.
Don't kill people. Exactly. Good job.
That's
Sydney.
shitty.
No,
Shiro.
It's
What?
I know it's not. I'm just triggering you.
You weren't
I
figuring.
know
I
it's
was
Shiro.
actually figured. I'm like, no, it's not that. It's Shiro. Different anime.
No. It's different.
Just like one of my
so-
Japanese animes.
Chaos. We had a pretty lovely day, right? We went out to the doggy park.
Fucking the stupid satellites
Pokemon
are jerking are derping out for Pokemon Go right now, and I had 20-ish to 25% of my battery life, and I was trying to take a gym for the first time, and it kept on like either timing me out or just saying error and kicking me out of the gym entirely because I was sitting inside the gym, but my character was somehow walking outside of the gym like sector over and over, and it thought that I was actually walking away even though I was sitting on a bench.
To be fair, you also said that your phone has an issue with reading like what percentage of battery it has.
Well, that's
and-
that's when it gets low. Otherwise
And-
it's accurate to the point. It's just
but-
when it gets to like the 14%, then it's just like actually it's 7. No, actually it's 1.
Yeah, that's still a battery issue. And to be fair, I was sitting right next to you, and I had no issues taking that gym for fucking Team Instinct. Is that? Am I right, Wubs? Whoop whoop.
Next convention, I'm coming
Yeah.
full force in my Team Instinct gear.
I told Zach this, but I chose the team that most resembled the analytical guy from Kill la Kill, and that's exactly what I was thinking the entire time when listening to all of them. Is just like when he's analyzing the 5-star uniform, and then just being like one punch, and then it explodes. Like just
Kill la Kill
done.
is such a good show.
It
yeah,
was
it's still great.
It's still solid. Yeah, because like we mentioned in the past tense because we watched it in the past, but like I could watch it right now and
It's
still
definitely
be
gonna be a
thoroughly enjoyed.
classic.
So Wubs, what team do you
Oh
think
shit.
he's on? After that huge
Well,
hit?
probably Mystic.
Yeah. See, what's so great about Instinct is Instinct and Valor get along, and Instinct and Mystic get along. It's just they don't get along, and I'm okay with this.
I actually another semi-reason to join that team is because my father-in-law is starting to go insane with the app, so I'm gonna be like the vigilante trying to free gyms from his tyranny.
Oh yeah, because your father-in-law's Valor, and so is your wife.
I
Have
thought
you
you were gonna
broken
say,
the
have you
news to
broken up with your wife
at all that you're not Team Valor?
What?
Pokemon Go ruining lives or fixing them. Who knows? You're able to find that out, I guess.
You're right.
You're able to.
Oh
This
jeez,
is a sleepy podcast. I can feel it.
sleepy Kevin.
Yeah, I just drank a whole bunch of caffeine, so my heart's pumping.
Yeah,
but I
like
don't
your body's
feel
awake, but the
you
mind
know
is
what I
still
mean?
asleep, kind of.
Oh fuck yes, Mike, you Team Instinct too? That's what's up, dog. That's what's up. You're my homie, son. You're my homie.
Instincts also sounded to me too much just like what kind of irked me in things like Yu-Gi-Oh! It's just like, heart of the cards!
Heart of the cards, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
Believe in the you that
believing
believes in yourself.
And also the other interpretation of it, which is they're just Nazis, essentially.
Yeah, we're not Nazis. We're
Nazis,
just
man.
superior.
They're not Nazis.
Yeah,
Look.
you're only superior based
Exactly.
on how you're born.
That's not how. You're just misinterpreting the text. You're just contorting the text to fit your own narrative.
No,
And
I'm not the
everything-
one that said it. Wubs is the
I'm
one that conveyed that information to me.
No, well, you're not. You just read it, and you'll understand. It's not has nothing to do with being superior at birth. It has everything to do with believing in your innate ability and trusting your instincts. That is the overall.
No. He says, "I believe that they have abilities when they're hatched." He's actually saying that part.
Yeah.
Like, it's all about breeding, and the whole there's one superior way to breed.
Yes, this is true.
So how is it not a comparison?
Because we're not dickheads.
What?
Yet. I can't wait till we take over.
Final
it's gonna be so sick, dude. Because they're gonna be fighting. Yeah, they're gonna be fighting, right? They're gonna be fighting each other, and then we just sweep out, just pull the rug out from under them, and just sweep in for a cool victory. It's gonna be great.
Who's fighting?
Valor and Mystic, man.
I'm just saying, brother.
You guys do not get along.
Maybe not all Pokemon are born the same.
I'm just saying. Oh my god. Look, and that's factual.
That is factual.
Even throughout the games, dude. All the games prove that. Some Pokemon are just born with shit stats, and some Pokemon you gotta breed perfectly. Breeding is a huge part of Pokemon.
I got into another thing where I'm like, I need to breed the perfect Spinarak. Slowly.
How's that coming along, by the way? Yeah, breeding's a long process.
I was hoping you'd just say, I feel the need to breed.
The need to breed.
I feel the need. The need
I thought you were just gonna just leave it off at that.
Kiddie pool. Okay, Reginald. Alright, come on, Mr. fucking Team Valor. You wait. Team Instinct has to work 3 times as hard.
You did take the gym with another person, right? I was trying to participate in the battle, except I kept on derping out right at the end.
I brought it down to level 3 to level 1 by myself. It was just the last battle where there was only one Pokemon left anyway, so he didn't help massively. And that gym was probably taken by 4 Valors or 3 Mystics anyway. You just don't understand the struggle. You don't spend 2 hours taking a gym because you have underleveled fucking Pokemon because you're I want to try taking a gym, and you take it, and then you come back and it's not even been an hour and it's gone.
Anyway, I was gonna say, damn it.
Well,
I am very close to finishing my Team Rocket cosplay. I have one more item that's in the mail. I'm doing both.
I thought you were doing a Team Instinct cosplay.
It just happens that a lot of the props overlap.
Wait. No, not RTX. At RTX, what you do is you have instincts over your regular clothes, and then when you show up, you just open your shirt and it's secretly I'm Team Rocket.
Yeah, one more item, and then it's gonna be my first cosplay.
That's also a good way of doing it.
I'm excited. Just happens that a lot of the props overlap with each other, so I was like, fuck it, I'll do Team Instinct.
That's good.
Low Zelda tried to bring a grappling hook through the airport security today. Didn't. It's grappling hook, isn't it?
How'd that go?
Yeah, and I'm I knew it.
Yeah, I know.
It is.
You can't do what?
So wait, why is a grappling hook bad? I'm actually asking: is it considered a weapon or?
Yes. Yeah.
Interesting.
Tools need to be under 7 inches. Because look, 7 is too much sometimes.
Have a baseline of human.
Sure.
Specifically human male. Yeah. And it'll be I got a groin alarm. I gotta check that out. And they're wearing sweatpants. You're go up to your thigh, and you're oh, sorry. I rung the knocker there.
Feels bad. I rung the knocker.
Listen, man, it's part of the job.
You
get felt up and you feel up people frequently.
So what's going on? Part of the job. Yeah.
Not with airlines because that's considered
do you get rewarded miles for frequent flight? Do you get discounts?
Conflict of interest. But you do get discounts with other stuff. I just haven't looked at it at all. I think Micro Center and stuff.
Yeah, that is a
Dell,
conflict
maybe.
of interest.
A bunch of stuff. Like, there's like an entire
You should look
website
at it.
that you can look at
Oh,
your
Micro
stuff that you
Center,
get
Dell,
discounts
yeah.
on, but I haven't
That's good.
because I'm lazy.
Why haven't you done that?
Yeah.
So like, the perks, the bennies are like the main reason you get a government job.
Yeah, well, I
main
went into the
reason.
discounts immediately with my job. I get a
Oh.
decent chunk off of all my groceries when I shop at my own place. So I'm like, okay.
I get 50% off certain food items.
50% off your designated
You get 50% off the
sustenance
burger.
case.
No, yeah, my pizza. Yeah, basically.
Oh, we get discounts
Fucking
at the
slave.
airport.
No,
but just for all
50%
airport
off the
employees.
Italian water, which he imports
Yeah,
apparently.
I'm telling you, man.
That's pretty good.
Yes.
Pick up a cheap coffee.
So
or
you're
something.
considered an employee of both
Yes.
the airport and the government?
Listen,
Look, all I'm saying, Atlanta has Google
Listen,
Fiber.
maybe.
That's all I'm saying, Chaos. Just
I-
think about it.
I need a year before I can
think about it.
transfer, so.
Look,
But
Rubs,
you
you
should
want to
join.
move to Atlanta?
It would be cool. Dude,
Okay. Well,
I could be your coach. How sick would that be?
I would need a ride.
I could be your OJT coach.
I could be your coach.
A year?
Wait,
Yeah.
are you allowed to be a coach when you've been in for only that long?
No. I mean, it'd be
I didn't,
ideal,
I
but
didn't know if you had to be like
no.
a higher manager or something
We're
to do with
understaffed,
something like
so.
that.
Well, it's not really a manager. You coach them for like
You can
3
you
weeks
can
and
ask to be a
record the time
manager or
that they do,
someone.
and you just offer advice to people. It's not like you. Depends on some coaches. Like
Okay.
some
So
coaches
so he's just
are
gonna be
really
like
mean to
making
the
fun of you the
people.
entire time.
I was lucky, and my coach was like this really old dude. Yeah, he was like an 80, but he was like sharp and like really smart on
Mentor?
everything. I was like the
Yeah.
first person in my class that got graduated and got tabs.
That's
And then you like hear some like one coach talking to their student. They're like
good, man.
not pervading them, but like being a real dick. You're like, oh, I got.
It's like you could be better. You should basically.
Yeah, imagine having
That's
C-Win
how I
as a
feel
job
when I
on the
go
job
into
coach.
games with like Seawin or Sushi. It's like, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
my-
Steven has a programming coach.
He would not have the tolerance to put up with me because I'm like it's super hard to teach me anything math or numbers related. I want to say
Yeah, coding's
because of my
hard to begin with.
mental disability of not being able to see stuff. Dyslexia. Yeah, I don't.
Wish
I
had
mean,
more
I could
work
probably
stories.
do it.
Oh,
if
I do have a work
if I
story
really
today.
wanted to.
We
I
checked
don't
a
want
bronze
to.
medal
That's the
from
thing.
the Olympics.
Oh, why?
It was cool. I was on the X-ray and I was like, "The fuck is this?" It's like this giant
Oh,
black
yeah,
spot
how
on
was
the
that?
X-ray, and I'm like, "Well, we need to check that because we can't see through that." And like they come back and they're like, "Dude, thank you," and I'm like, "Why?" And like that was a bronze Olympic medal. She was a basketball player for the American team, and I'm like, "Oh, that's awesome."
Oh, right on. That's right. Take medals home for Team America. Way to go. Talk to
No.
American
You,
Hero.
you had to confiscate the medal.
Feels bad enough taking
No,
snow
who
globes away
could
from
do
people.
that? That'd be so shitty. It's a bronze medal. Who's it gonna hurt?
Just in your hand. In
Oh,
your
yeah.
hand, just smash them in
Just
your hand.
breaking them in front of them, licking their tears as they cry.
Had a
You
dude come through
watch.
the body scanner with
You look as they cry from the
hard-boiled eggs
onslaught
in
at
his
the
pocket.
destruction of their snow globe.
I don't know. No, like
What
they
the
were like,
fuck?
"Do you have anything in your pocket?" And he's like, "No." And they're like,
Those
pat
some
down, like,
hard-boiled eggs. Or you
"Do
just
you have
happy
anything in
to
your
see?
pocket?"
Oh,
And they're like,
okay.
"Oh, it's just hard-boiled eggs." And you're like, "What?" No.
Were they in a bag? I mean, I guess that it's a nice like. You don't
I
have to peel
guess.
it, so it's like it's nice in its shell. You know, was it still in its shell at least?
Had
If
a
it was in
lady
its
put.
shell, then you just that's the only container you
You
really
probably just
need
run
for
it through the
hard-boiled
X-ray.
eggs,
Why would you
I
put it in your
guess. I mean, I
pocket?
probably would have kept it in like a
I don't-
Tupperware.
Anyway, had a lady run an open container of oatmeal through the X-ray and it spilled.
She didn't want it to get.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, right.
No.
The X-ray would heat up the oatmeal, right?
No, I can tell you what exactly
Would it
happened. She
blast
got one of
everywhere?
those like those big McDonald's cups
Come on,
and
do
filled it
some
with oatmeal
experiments
and then
for me.
placed it just on the belt. And then once the belt got to the little break in the belt where it goes down to the other end, just fucking tipped over and yeah, fucking idiot. I did clean it up.
Spilt everywhere.
I did. I mean, it's
That's
not like I
nice.
was like
At least you
sitting
didn't
there
have
for
to clean
hours
up. Do you
cleaning
have
it
to
up,
clean
but
it
I was
up?
like, fucking, there's
Ah,
oatmeal everywhere.
fuck.
God damn it.
Okay. Yeah.
It kind of similar thing happens to me whenever like we have a lot packed in our trucks sometimes, and every now and then there's like a broken item or two. It's the worst when it's like a broken jar of mayonnaise or broken like shampoo
Yeah,
bottle,
that's gross.
and that is on like 5 different boxes because they're all stacked on top of each other.
I just have to deal with like shitty customers not leaving. Like last
Oh.
night, I was in the dish pit. I closed extra early. Like I was basically done. It's just I needed the last few pieces of silverware, and we close at 9 during the weekdays. And this group of 4 mid-aged people were sitting at a table talking. They ordered dessert. They get their dessert and they continue to talk for another hour and a half.
Nice.
And one of the dudes, I was at the bar and looked like just staring them down because I was getting pretty pissed off at that point. And one of the dudes held his cup up in the air and shook it and looked at me. And I'm like, I'm not your fucking server. Like,
That's
I'm
what
obviously
I hated about food service
I'm
for
not
the,
anywhere
like,
near
week
the
that
type
I
of
did it.
clothing to
It
come
was like
up to
those
you
people
and
that
serve
would come
you.
in at like 8:55 when you close at 9,
Yep.
and then order something. You have to serve them. It's like you're sitting there and you're like, I wonder
Yep,
if
and you
I could
have to serve 'em.
dispose of
You
their
have
body
to
quick
serve
enough
'em
before anyone
because it's money.
notices. I want to go home. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly like someone.
yeah,
If you come in 15 minutes till close and the restaurant is dead, turn around. Turn around, because guess what? They've basically shut off half their machines.
I've
They're
done that
closing.
before.
They're trying to get back home.
Where
to
I
their-
come in and
to
I
their
like, I'm
bed
like,
or to their
oh, are you guys still
families.
open? And they're like,
Here you
oh yeah, we
are,
can serve you. And I'm
being
like,
a
what time is it?
fuck.
And I look, and it's like 10 minutes till. I'm like, I'll go. And they're like, no, we can serve you. And I'm like, no, you're about to close. They're like, no, it's fine. And I'm like, can I take it to go? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah. Just give me the food and I'm out. Like, close, please. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
no,
know,
see, I love
because
you,
I was in.
Whoops.
I was like,
like
fuck
that would have brought
I'm like,
that
I'm
would
not
have
gonna
made
be that
my
guy.
night
Like,
right there.
that
as-
holds
as-
up
as
everyone.
Someone who's had a lot of experience. Yeah, yeah, that's perfect. That brings a tear to my eye. Actually, it's quite beautiful. No, it's just like I get like if the restaurant's packed and we're like 15 minutes away from closing, it's obvious we're not gonna close on time. So you might as well come in. You know.
Everyone needs to.
I wish people at some point at least worked one service job, customer service or food. They should. They'll have a higher respect for it. And if you're gonna dine in and sit down
go
to
for
eat,
it.
make sure you have enough to tip 20%. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get on my soapbox for a bit. It's just like, look.
I wish servers
just-
and stuff were paid what they are due, like actual minimum wage, rather than bouncing for the tip system. More
Well,
like
see, what's
just
so great-
always paid the same.
What's so great about the tip system is that you can make above minimum wage, though. At the same time, however, if it's a bad night, you make below minimum wage. So what a restaurant should do is it should be a revolutionary restaurant that comes out where
that
the
comes
food
out.
cost that
Yeah,
you
some
know,
places
just
do
comes
that.
out. It's great.
It's
and
called like
it's like the food cost incorporates the tip. Well, in Europe and in Asia, that's where that's like
That makes
some
sense.
places in Europe and in a lot of
But
places
Americans
in
don't like to
Asia,
be
that's
told
what
what
they
to do.
do. So that's why the tipping culture is completely different.
Yeah, I worked a week in
Yeah,
actual food
no, they
service. And I'm
don't.
like, nope. And I have full respect.
That's why. No, I have 3. Yeah. Yeah, I have 3 years.
I would rather smash a child's snow globe in front of them.
Food service and another 3 years in customer
and
service.
get yelled at by weird people who think that the government has no authority over them. And then go back to food service.
I would love.
Did I tell you? Anyone tell you?
Jesus.
You should. I mean, if you, as long as you're fine putting
really
up with fucking weird ass shit that people do.
That'd been great.
Yeah, do it.
I'm told, like, come on, 6 years of customer service.
We had one of those guys. I showed you that video. I posted a video on a Discord server that was called "Meet Your Straw Man," which is a recruitment video by people called sovereign citizens, or like something along those movements. Not white nationalists, they're sovereign citizens. They're like the people that are like, I just live here. The government
like white nationalists
doesn't have any
basically?
sway over me. And it's like, don't get a birth certificate, otherwise you're in a legal contract with the government. Don't get your kids' birth certificates, otherwise they can take them away. Like stuff like that. It is. We had a dude come in a week ago who presented an ID that was fake, obviously, because it had a picture of President Obama on it.
Fucking crazy.
It was some weird political statement. And he eventually presented his actual ID, but at that point, obviously, supervisors and leads are like, okay, come with us. This is suspicious. And they're like, can you remove your... He had like his big-ass sweatshirt on. Like, can you remove your sweatshirt? And he's like, no. And I believe his actual words were, I don't need to remove this sweatshirt. Do your fucking job and get me through security. And they're like, you're removing that sweatshirt. And I was like, no. And they're like, you're not flying today. And they kicked him out of the checkpoint.
Doesn't make any sense.
And they canceled his ticket. And then they had police follow him around for the rest of the day because we don't know what's under that sweatshirt. So.
See, that's the kind of power I desire. Not to like fucking abuse it. Just like when
that
people
become
nice
shitty,
you
like
can just
people are just absolute
like
shits.
say fuck off, and you can't do like, that where I work normally.
And that's also reverse though. If people are really nice, sometimes work. I had a lady. She had a
fucking in Australia
some sort of that was slightly over the size. She's like, oh, but it's a gift from the monastery, and I'm like, let me get my supervisor. And the supervisor and her talk down. They're like, okay, do these series of tests on it to make sure that it's okay, and they can go with it.
Yeah, that's anything. Like, also just it's
kind
of crazy that it's $20 an hour over in Australia for minimum wage, and tips are optional. That's a lot of money.
Hazard pay, yeah.
Well, I guess the Australian
it's paying you to live there.
Yeah, basically.
$15 spider pay.
It's like $5 actual minimum wage, and then you have a $15 just standard hazard fee.
Spider bite pay. Yeah, no, but like that's one of my favorite things about when I was a customer service representative for Verizon Wireless, is like when people were so nice and basically made your day with one phone call because you're taking like 80 phone calls a day. I took like 65, and the average on my team was 40, so I was doing pretty good. But you're supposed to take 80. That's not the point. The point is, it's like she was super nice, and she's like, I need a phone right now. I'm in between jobs. Da 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 da. And I fucking worked my ass off to put everything through to make sure she got what she needed. Like I made sure that
the world is
so
fucking easy if you are nice to people.
Taken care of properly because
you know what I mean. Like if you're nice and you come in with a good attitude, going through airport security, calling customer service, going to a store, you're gonna get what you probably want. Not that that sounds bad. That sounds like you're manipulating them. But what I mean is like.
Well, no, like it's a lot easier to just go about business as like there was a person that we went to Olive Garden the other day. He was like, it felt like he like this is where he should be, like sort of thing, and he made the entire experience a lot better. Like just how he was presenting himself made it easier. Like it didn't seem like it was just a random server that didn't care about you.
And that goes
like
to the
it wasn't
side.
like he was going out of his way to like do all these things for us. He was just
for the government
nice.
Or whatever. If you have a decent attitude, your day goes by so much better. There's some people at where I work that you talking to them, it makes it sound like this job is like a death sentence to them, and you're like, why do you still work here? And they're like, it's like, you can leave whenever you want. Like, people who want, exactly.
It's just people.
And then
who
there are people,
complain.
especially ex-veterans,
they get off
at
on
the
wanting
TSA,
complaining
who are like
and feeling bad.
Super enthusiastic. There's this one dude. He's an older gentleman. He's a former Marine. I nickname him DMX, but I never call him that because he bucks at people. In like a nice way, where he's like a Marine way, like a Marine dad way. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, every time he's around, it's like, yo, I feel better about everything I do.
Yeah, I get you.
Kind of like dadisms. Like, make sure to give.
Like he's always saying some inspirational quote.
When you get there, and if Grandma says she wants more, don't believe her. That's Grandpa's as much as we can get. Like, yeah. So just don't be shitty, and life will be good.
Yeah, that's cool. See,
you would be surprised.
I love the shit out of most people. Yeah, exactly. It's a hard. It's not a hard
treat
concept
other humans
to grasp.
as humans,
it's just to
and everything's
be a
gonna be
somewhat
A-okay.
decent human being, and you will have a pretty decent life experience. Look, I've never.
Yeah,
there are very few instances in my life where I've treated someone good and they've treated me poorly. Very few. Like I can't even recall them on. I can probably recall them maybe with just 3 fingers, maybe 4, and that was just because they're having a rough day and they apologized afterwards and they bought me a free alcoholic beverage.
And whatever you do,
so I was
if you're the customer or the server,
you know, like
everything's gonna be A-okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Unless, it's definitely I feel like, because we have a lot of experience in this and that industry, or just the life in general when it comes to.
I think both you and me were talking about this. That our experience with people has taught us that maybe fascism isn't that bad.
Don't be a fucktard, basically.
I think it's The Giver.
Fascism, it's quite appealing once you experience people
that's like,
for a few years.
We don't let people choose because people choose wrong. And that's supposed to be like, oh, fascism. But then when you like have time and you're like, yeah, they do. Like, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
True.
They always
but it's better
do.
to have one person.
To be fair, it's still one person choosing, which still could be
wrong. 30,000 idiots in a clown fiesta every morning.
Like, is it
being pachinko balls trying to ping pong their way into the airport? Exactly.
Yeah. I agree.
Oh, and people never read signs. That is also another factor
or
of
into
life.
your restaurant or fucking.
There's a fucking sign in front of the metal detector that says all passengers go to the right to the body scanner, and I saw people stand right in front of the sign and go, "Where do you want me to go?"
Yeah.
And it's just like, nope.
Were they new travelers?
It's not the first or second time reading a sign in their life.
That's the only excuse I can make is if it's their first or second time going to the airport. That's the only excuse I can make for a person.
I go there every day, and there's people that go there maybe once every couple years.
No, probably not. But look,
fucking read your signs.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
I mean, I fly like very rarely, and I'm still like I still remember the entire routine of how to set up my bag properly and how to like do everything else. Like I just had it the one time when I was like a lot younger was like you have to take your game station out of your backpack. They're like, what? Like no. And it's still nervous, like sending it through and then being like the stuff being on the other side of the thing for a good chunk of time. But at the same time, it's really smooth if you just do it all right.
Yeah, it can take you like less than a minute if like
you can
get
tell
the,
the
right
people who have experience because they'll like take the like they had one guy they had like some sort of home run on the machine he travels with. He was with like a company or something.
Easily be in and out
so he puts it in its own bin and it gets called because there's a big fucking dense metal thing on the inside of the machine, which is to be expected. And it rolls out and it goes, "Is this yours?" And he goes, "Yep." And it go over. And he goes, "I do a quick test it." And he goes, "It's good." And he goes, "Thank you." Puts it back in his thing, leaves. That process can sometimes take minutes with people who have no idea what they're doing.
Wait. Do you have any like actual time? Like what's the longest
metal detector? And then he goes,
it's taken you to get one person through that, like you specifically?
There's a couple with people that are like foreign and don't speak English, especially older people, and then you like test their hands. And because for anyone over 75, we have slightly different procedures. So you like test their hands for explosives, and I don't know what babies and old people use on their skin, but it's very close to explosives. Something. Yeah. But yeah, you test it and it alarms, and you like try to explain what you have to do. And they're traveling with 7 bags, of course, so you have to go through each bag now that they've alarmed.
Oil, man.
And you can't explain it to them, so you have to track down a translator. And the translator translates, so you need to do the pat down and then check each bag, test the electronics. One bag will alarm, so you need to go and run that back through the x-ray. And sometimes it could take 20 minutes sometimes with people. Stop putting stuff on your skin that's close to explosives. Wait. Don't travel with babies. Literally babies. I don't know what babies are made of, but it's very close to explosives.
That's a bit unrealistic. Let's be honest. The explosives, they're made of explosive wubs. Well, it's just like, okay, so it's like all the powder and chemicals that are in diapers that help absorb stuff, and then you have all the petroleum oils, the other chemicals and plastics that are on their toys and or their health and care basically. Products.
Every
I guess
child bag, I'm like, oh my god!
It's like, they use all those
test
things,
it and I
so
stick
they
it in the
become,
machine, and
I
there's
guess,
like that brief second when you
eyes,
pull it
explosive.
out of like this split second of silence before it goes okay or
please no
alarms, and you're like, that split second lasts like 5 minutes.
It's like the final. You give the final answer for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and it's just like zooming in on both of your faces as you're waiting for the result.
I was on a podcast at work. Besides the ones I've already told. 4 or 5. And my stand. And my stand that finds firearms for me.
Yeah, I'm trying to think as well.
Nice.
I think today was a pretty good day. Yeah. Me and Chaos went on a walk with Joel.
Last night
where
Pokemon Go. Fell asleep immediately after work.
Had a bit of food
for like 6 hours, and then was up for like 4, and then fell asleep for 2.
Because I think I stayed up from.
And then I fell asleep like immediately once I got home today. So I can't tell if I'm rested or not. Yeah.
I feel about the same way because like for whatever reason I've been waking up just randomly out in the night. Like I'll go to sleep at like 12 or maybe 1. Fucking wake up at 4 or 5, stay up until like 10, go to sleep, wake up at 1, get ready for work. You know, it's just this weird off-on thing.
I really want to know Low Zelda's travel story through the checkpoint.
I wish I would have just 4
because she said she has a sweater full of wires, a grappling hook, and some sort of book that seems questionable. I hope she did not wear that sweater into the body scanner.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, she probably didn't, to be fair. She's cosplaying Mabel from Gravity Falls, and Mabel has a sweater that's
God.
like overly gaudy and ostentatious. Like it has Christmas lights in it and glitter and all kinds of other stuff.
Here's something, and you want tips,
Why
especially
would you
ladies.
be wearing that?
Don't wear
She
fucking
wasn't. I don't think
pants.
she
No,
was
why
wearing
would-
it. It's probably in her
oh,
luggage.
Okay.
It's a cartoon.
What are you doing?
It's a cartoon.
Makes the body scan to freak out. There's ladies that come through with like rhinestone shirts, and you look to the female officer who does the pat downs, and you're like, oh, I know what your next 10 minutes is gonna be. Like, let me give you some tips. Remove everything from your pockets. Yes, your boarding pass included. Actually, don't do that. Don't have your pockets sticking out, because that also looks weird to the machine. Don't have paper. That includes
Remove your
passes
pockets from
and
your
wallets
pants, actually.
and
Just
whatever the
take
fuck
them
else
off.
you have. Retainers. Your retainer will alarm the machine. I know, that's weird. The machine that looks for shit in your pockets will find shit in your pockets. If you have a metal in your body, don't go through a metal detector. Even if the officer is like, okay, come through here, just be like, hey, I have a metal knee. And they'll be like, fucking get away from here. Or if you have a pacemaker. Dude came through a metal detector today 4 times before he was like, oh, I have a pacemaker. And you're like, you need to call your doctor now. Because they use magnetic fields to reset pacemakers. And you walk through that machine 4 times. Call your doctor now. And try to remove any liquids from your bag. Yes, that includes 24 ounces of Sobe that you might have in your backpack. Yes, the X-ray will find that. Yes. I had a lady, she came through, 2 things of Sobe, and I set them on the counter. Oh, also, don't touch your shit if there's a TSA officer looking in your bag. I set them down and go, okay, these things are too big to go. And she was traveling with, it's called Prospect at DIA, but they're like people that push wheelchairs and stuff. And she goes, okay, and she grabs the 2 things and spins around, and she turns the Prospect off. She goes, do you want these? And they go, the Prospect officer looks at her and then looks back at me. And you know that scene from Kill la Kill where Iragama becomes 30 stories tall and looms over someone? It was basically that. But I'm just standing behind him did you just fucking grab that? What's wrong with you? And she's like, I don't think they'll let us take it. I'm like, yeah, we won't. We can dispose of it for you if you'd like. There's another one. Yeah, no metal in your body. Try to remove any liquids. That includes even stuff that's small. It's a lot easier to tell it's small in person than it is on an X-ray, so just remove it from your bag. Because if you just put it in an empty bin, the X-ray operator is going to go, I wonder what size these are, and just rolls the bin forward and looks at them and goes, oh, okay, and then sets them back. But if they're inside of a bag, you have to get the whole bag open and tested and all that. And don't travel with babies. Just leave them at home. Just get rid of them. Give them up. Yeah. No. Peanut butter is a gel. Alright? I know that's hard for people to understand. If it can smear, it's considered a gel. Yes, hummus included. I know, no one does. And to be fair, I didn't know that. But
that's interesting.
That is the case.
I didn't ever think about it. I didn't ever think about trying to consider
Powder's
it.
Fine. It will probably get checked
something
because
like
a container
that.
full of powder looks weird.
At Target, we sell powdered peanut butter.
Okay, that's another thing. If someone pulls a bag, something out of your bin, and they go, and you
well, it would be a marked
that's
container
X.
of whatever
peanut
butter, but this makes sense.
Oh, but that's peanut butter. Okay. This is too big. Oh, that's. Did I tell you guys the story with the brisk iced tea? I called a bag check on a bottle of what I don't know what it was at the time, and I pull out and there's a web thing on the front, and it's just a bottle of brisk iced tea, and I'm like, well, that was easy. And I just roll it down the thing, and we have another officer grab it and check it. And they come back later and they're like, you're not gonna believe what this guy said to me. She goes, oh yeah, so this is just too much liquid to go. And he goes, but it's not water. And you're like, uh-huh. That's not the issue. People say that too, yeah.
Why would only water be dangerous?
If you have to carry a liquid,
I would think it'd be the opposite. It's totally just water.
That will go
like
through.
that would make more of an
it will probably
excuse
still get
sense
checked
than
because you can't tell
that
between ice and
shenanigans.
liquid on an X-ray. So just remove it from your bag and put it in a separate bin. Because they'll roll it out and go, oh, it's ice, and then. Yeah, empty containers are fine.
Here's the thing though, because
Empty containers are fine,
well,
right?
no, you can't.
If it looks
you
like there's
can't.
more than 3.4 ounces
You can't
of
necessarily
liquid within
take
the
it right out of
container.
the freezer. So
And
at what
that's a
point
gray area,
does it
to be
become
sure.
too
That's something
too
that
far?
both you and the officer just kind of have to
Like-
figure out together. Yeah. Same with a grappling hook.
Okay.
Like, I can guarantee if I found a grappling hook, I'm gonna go. I have no idea how to deal with this.
Case-by-case
I'm gonna talk to a
basis.
supervisor, and they'll be like, "That's probably a tool," and you're like, yeah.
Link trying to
Don't
go
be fooled.
through customs.
That's fine.
Okay, we found a
Basically,
bomb,
What you can't
a
bring in checked
sword,
baggage is
a
like
grappling hook.
loaded firearms and bombs. Everything else is pretty much
Not
okay.
on the plane, but what about your checked luggage?
There's a talk to your airline desk. I don't know the exact procedure for that because that's more of a baggage department
So if the
than
firearm
passenger.
is unloaded,
But
and the
I believe
bullets are in a
they'll have
separate
it.
container.
They'll like lock it up and put like a special tag on it that says like TSA checked or something like that. We have a special office for that at DIA at least. Trying to think of other stuff. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you can see if it's full or empty.
That's cool.
There was a Boy Scout who came through with like one of those
So
camel
if I
packs
bring
and
in
it was like half full.
like a camel pack in
I
my
had
bag,
to dig through his bag and
it's
there's
an
like a
empty
fucking
container,
spider
you
in there,
can
and I'm
see
like,
that.
ah.
Okay.
I told the joke, I'm like, hey, it looks like you have a hideaway, and he goes, what? And I'm like, there's like a little spider on my glove, and I'm like, flick, and like, just a joke.
That was his pet spider.
If you're traveling with a baby, and you have a stroller, try to get a stroller small enough
Just
that
a
can just be
stowaway.
collapsed and put through the X-ray. It's not a big
You killed
deal,
him.
but it just has to be manually
What if
checked.
you like started crying?
And it'll just save you time if you could just run it through an X-ray. Basically, try to run everything through an X-ray. Oh, no, not your pets. Don't run your pets through the X-ray. The body scanner is not an X-ray. You will not get cancer
Even you.
from it. I'm sure there's
Just
plenty
hop on
of
the
people
hop on the
online who
conveyor
say,
belt.
"Oh, no, you'll
Totally.
get
Not your
cancer from
pets,
it."
though.
That's not true.
But those people also wear tinfoil hats because they think the Illuminati alien.
I
reptiles
like
are coming
I
to
forgot who, I think it was iDubbbz that was talking about that how tinfoil
I can
hats
guarantee
not
anyone wearing a
only
tinfoil
wouldn't
hat
protect
doesn't
you
know how
from
radiation
rays
works.
if they were some, they would actually make it worse
yeah, those
because
aren't
they just
X-rays.
bounce it back
They're
and
fine.
forth between
If you're
the
pregnant,
hat
you
and
can go through one. I don't care what your herbalist doctor said. You're fine. Your witch doctor is. It's fine. If you use a cell phone, then you've already exposed yourself to more radiation than that machine gives you.
Your herbalist doctor. Yeah, if they're using an
you can run
herbalist
food through
doctor,
the
yeah,
X-ray, it's fine.
basically.
I told the witch
Try
doctor.
to separate food from bags because a bunch of food together looks very similar to a bomb, and it will be checked. And double check your bag for guns. I told you the first guy that had a gun. His response was basically, "Oh, that's where that went." Yeah, I guess. He was like, "Oh, we thought we either lost it or it was stolen." Like, what do you mean you thought you either lost? Okay, it was loaded too. Oh, I just lost that device that could kill.
He has that many.
Second guy was like, second one was funny because they go, "Is this your bag?" He goes, "Yes."
What?
And they go, "You have a firearm in there?" He goes, "Oh, that's my wife's. It's not mine." He's like, "But this is your bag." He's like, "Yes, but it's not my gun." It's like, "Well, it's in your bag." Like, it's like it doesn't matter. It's in your bag.
But
I'm just holding it for someone.
Okay.
Medical liquid is fine. Try to remove it because it needs to be tested.
Oh, that's my
separately.
cousin
It'll just save you
Steve's.
time. With the TSA, we actually don't care. Well, we care if we find it, but we're not going to go out of our way and be like, oh, that's crack cocaine.
How much crack cocaine?
If it's not a knife, gun, or a bomb that could destroy a plane, we don't really care that much. If you happen to find it in the process of looking for something else. Don't recommend it by any means. Yeah. I don't recommend carrying crack cocaine on your person at any point in time. Oh.
Interesting. Yeah.
Marijuana. Look. It doesn't matter if you have a medical code. The federal government does not recognize it.
But sometimes
it's not exactly a good thing to carry around in a good percentage of the states. So
don't bring it.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I believe the checkpoints anywhere past is considered a federal property. That's more of like a legal thing that I'm not 100% sure about. But we've turned away people that are like, oh, I have medical marijuana.
Just the checkpoints? It's like, well,
tough. Yeah. Take your dink. Once the federal government recognizes it, it should be fine. But we're not there yet.
Tough shit, friend.
Have your ID and boarding pass
Wait until
ready.
it becomes... Yeah.
You would say, of course.
Yeah, once...
Oh.
Yeah, take your dink
driver's licenses or passports or military IDs are the acceptable form of identification.
Always.
Your Costco code is not. Your library code is not. Your paper temporary ID is not. That is easily forged. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so used to the whole ID system because I used to work on I used to live on a military base.
Did you get like those little laminated solid
so
color,
even the fact that a driver's license is considered an ID is kind of strange to me. I'm used to having just a straight up military dependent ID.
Right. Yeah, it's like a dependent code.
It was a brown colored sideways ID compared to my father's, which was the regular military ID. Yeah, exactly.
I have a story about an ID that happened just today. So I was walking in this burger joint that me and Chaos that I frequent quite often. This was Chaos's first time. Pretty solid burgers if you ask me. They also sell beer, and I'm like, this is dope. I could probably go for a drink. It's the afternoon. I was gonna go to Mexican joint and get tequila, but since we're at the burger joint, I'll just get a beer. So I show my identification, and the cash register guy is like, oh yeah, I have an Arizona ID too. I'm like, oh really? How'd you get? I was talking him up. I'm like, oh, that's cool. It's rare to meet someone from Arizona. And then he
not only that,
I'm like,
when does your ID expire? Is it 2050?
Because Arizona IDs are
there are Arizona
the
IDs
that I
that
got,
expire
at
in
least,
2050.
It's incredibly thin. No. It's
yeah, I don't know. When did you?
Yeah, my
is that a newer one?
Until
within the last maybe
next
year or two
August
or
or next December or something like that. So I'm good for another year and some change, but it was just it's a newer-ish one. Let me look at it actually.
Oh, okay. So it's a relatively newer one.
Excuse me.
The older ones before the federal ID program that's rolling out expire in 2050, 2060.
December 21st,
the
2015.
ID codes that on driver's license expire never.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I believe they're getting away from that because they're like, this is stupid. Why would you do that?
That's a little ridiculous. Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
It's also certain people. I honestly think if you're a 70-year-old, shit, I'd say 65. you should take a test to see if you're fit to drive. Honestly. Because
Well, I think anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter your age. I think every
cap.
now and then it's a good idea, because of like all sorts of people. It doesn't matter anything about them. That it's still just a terrible driving situation.
I don't want to retake.
And what's funny because I actually had to retake my test a buttload of times until I got it right when I was first trying to learn how to drive. Huh.
No, it has honestly it has a lot to do with age, because there are drivers that are like 86 or 90 that are driving that can't see out of one eye.
My grandfather used to not have feeling in one of his legs, so he would look at his foot.
At least in my state in Arizona, it was extremely apparent that older drivers were a risk to people's health and safety.
That's really bad.
That's fucking scary. No, it's not. God, it's like and if you have if you're legally blind or if you have seeing problems, that
also
already gets figured out.
Also, I completely interrupted you, Zach, with your story about the ID.
Your fucking, or it should be figured out when you get your license or permit or what have you. It's like they should do a hearing test and eyesight test to make sure you can see properly. Oh yeah, so he just kept implying that he has had an Arizona state ID, and he's still I'm like,
he's just like, hey, I got you a BO.
I mean, yeah, I'm from Arizona. I took a Greyhound bus
I'm
here.
losing the point now.
At some point, it was a 35-hour drive. It was kind of crappy.
Like, yeah, I also
take
Greyhound.
Been here for about 3 months, and he's like, yeah, same for me, bro. I'm like, okay, well.
Oh yeah, I also have a father.
Exactly.
Wink.
I'm 22. Yeah, it's not.
No. You should have just video called your father. Like, hey, show the outside.
Yeah, basically.
Probably has an Arizona that expires in 2027.
Probably what it would have devolved into. Just I'm like, I don't care enough to disprove you. If you think I'm lying, that's fine. I don't care. I still got my beer. Yeah, basically. No, but it's like, I've noticed that
have they gone to the federal ID program yet?
Way thinner than.
If you look at it, if it has a little star somewhere on the top,
Chaos or anyone else I've
then it means it's federal ID compliant.
The Georgia IDs are
just a heads up for 20, not 20.
I have no idea.
4 years from now, at some point, all IDs will have to be federal ID compliant if you want to use them at. Yeah, so it's federal ID compliant. Yep.
Oh, look, it does have a star at the top.
Just remember, you want to see my UV features on this ID, and just whip out a fucking UV flashlight.
So why are they giving me shit? There was another
time. Here, I
have a loop, and
you put the loop open, and look at that micro printing over my face. That's when I first got
here. It was my second or third week here.
Actually, I don't know if there's any micro printing on Arizona licenses. Probably.
Just black flashlight. Black light.
Yeah, well, also, I don't think a lot of that micro printing is small enough that you need a magnifying glass to see. So.
That looks like there is. It's holographic.
Colorado IDs, which are federal ID compliant.
This is a really embarrassing photo.
Awesome.
I don't think I'm
gonna
do that.
They have 13 layers of security. Yeah. And if you run your finger over the textured and everything, and they have the little. I could talk about IDs for a long time because I really enjoy looking at various passports and stuff from around the nation and the world.
That's pretty dope, actually. Yeah, I'm looking forward to trying to get through the process of getting a passport over here, because I need to get an ID over here as well.
You have to make sure you have everything correct, because I remember when we were trying to come, even going back over, flying from England to America. It's coming to America can be rather difficult if you don't know what you're if everything's not perfect.
Yeah.
Listen, man. there's the axiom of like, do I look like a terrorist? And like, maybe.
Slow down.
Do I look like
kid.
a criminal?
Let's see some
I don't know.
identification.
If I could spot criminals with
you're
my
70
eyes,
years
I would
old.
be paid
You've
a
lived
lot
here your
more
whole
money.
life. I don't care.
I could be like criminal, terrorist, criminal, and like lock him up. Fucking Minority Report,
Probably.
Like, oh, he's thinking about
probably.
sedition.
You'd bonus probably pretty well.
Lock him up.
Yep. Yeah. Then there's like thought crime. That's a whole nother.
Oh.
He's
perfect.
just thinking about it. Yeah. Lock
We
him
didn't
up.
talk about JoJo at all.
That's just ridiculous.
Well, besides the
But
time
you know
when
what
we did.
isn't ridiculous, Wubs? Our podcast, because we're ending it right on time at an hour and 40 minutes, 40 seconds, 42 seconds. See, we did it. Exactly, because sometimes we become very hyperbolic and we just bounce. It becomes like this JoJo echo chamber.
Well, not for that one, because you're usually not doing any of it.
Well, that's because I get worried about it. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching our podcast live. And if you want to check out the non-live version, you can do that on YouTube by TFT Productions. You can check us out there. We're currently running a 1v1 League of Legends tournament as well.
Really?
And
What's that about? What do they
It's
read?
going to be wrapping up here soon, and that the next series of videos will be coming out. We're going to be having a Let's Read featuring McLovin and some of his friends. And so, yeah, I don't know. It's a visual novel of some variety. But apparently it was a barrel of laughs. You can check us out on iTunes. Just type in the forum thread. You can type in the forum thread podcast on iTunes or Google Play, and you'll find us there for your listening pleasure as well. We update our podcasts on the Reg. That's an archive and an RSS feed for you.
Remove everything from your pockets, please.
And if you want to stave off the horrors that is
But Killer Queen has already hit
terrible
the like button.
experiences on the airport, hit the like button on this YouTube video. Yeah, remove everything from your pockets before hitting the like button.